Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to Big Budget Business. Firstly, let me apologize for the technical glitch that we had earlier on, but welcome once again to Big Budget Business. What we do on this show is highlight the lives of prolific young entrepreneurs making strides in their respective fields. And today we are speaking to Randall Newman, who is the founder of Verbosec. Mr. Randall Newman, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Big Budget.
It's a pleasure having you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we will remind you that our show is live. We would love for you to interact with us as we speak to Mr. Randall Newman. Please send us in your comments, and if you'd like to call in, there's a link that will be shared in both the caption of today's show as well as the comments section. So, Mr. Newman, let's start with an introduction. Who is Randall Newman? What is your backstory?
Well, Randall Newman is a young man from Ramakwabana, but was born and raised on the south side of the country. Randall Newman has lived in Mulepole, has lived in Gaborone. That's where I'm based right now. Yeah, I grew up loving computers. I used to take scrap DVDs, putting them together, and making music boxes out of them, making lots of sound out of them. And it was a passion that I've had from a young age. And I shared that passion with my twin brother, Henry Newman. That's the guy that I started this very company with.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
All right, no, that's good. And I hope Henry's watching.
Henry is
Yes,
watching.
That's good. All right, so now you did mention that you started this business with him. So talk to us about Randall, the entrepreneur. We want to know how you landed exactly where you are right now.
Well, it started with a certain lady. She came from United States.
Okay.
She introduced me to computers. That's when I started developing that love for computers. She had a laptop, an old HP. That's when I started learning the basics about how to use computers and all the like. Then as I grew up, that's when in school I liked competing, maths and science. We were touring the country in various competitions. That's when my love for computers started, because in those competitions I won.
Yes.
I won because yes.
Win. No, that's good.
Yeah, so that's when my love for computers was cultivated from a very young age. From fixing those DVDs to moving to that old laptop that lady introduced me to. Then when I got to senior school, I got to do computers. That's when I started also doing competitions, competitions, doing those basic systems at a very young age. That's when that love for creating using technology started with myself. So that's how I got to know about technology and learn the basics from a very young age, because everything that I know right now, I didn't go to school for it. In school, I learned something totally different.
Wow.
Everything is self-taught. Everything is just practical, just experimenting. Okay, I have a problem, how do I solve it? Then I get to fixing. That's how basically I learn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So you're saying that you are self-taught. So would you say the internet played a big role in you attaining the information that you needed for the current services that you provide?
Yes, it did, because I remember back in the days when I didn't have a computer and that lady went back to United States. What I did is I had a phone, a Nokia C101. That's the one that I was browsing the internet with, playing around with the internet, trying to download stuff, using it. And most people that I was communicating with back in the days, they thought I had a computer. They didn't know I was using a computer. There used to be tech groups back in the days that I was a part of. Those people thought I was using a computer. So just learning the basics, just making most of the little things that I had played a big role.
Wow. Okay, that's great. So now that you've given us an introduction of yourself, let's talk about Verbosec. What is the company? What does it do? What are its services?
All right. Verbosec is a software development company. Verbosec, it has a fusion of cybersecurity services.
Okay.
We are a unique company, and no other company. Most companies, they create softwares or not the like. But for us, we create and we protect our customers and the people that we engage with from any attacks that can happen to the systems that have been that they have been given. So that's what Verbosec is all about. Verbosec, we have a great team, Big Budget. This company, when we started this company in 2019. This company, when we started it, I never thought that it would grow at a pace that it's growing at.
Wow, that's great.
Yes. We have a few clients, a few big clients from Depswana, Stockford Health, AO Clinic, Botswana Center for Public Integrity. We're working with so many companies. Sometimes I even forget some, you see, because that's the amazing work that we are doing for people. So Verbosec, what we do is we create mobile apps, we create websites, we create systems. Right now, as we speak now, our systems are being used by different companies for their daily operations. They've gotten rid of the manual system. They're now entering their data using the system in real time, and they're able to collaborate in different branches around Botswana. That's the power that we have. Another power that we have as a company is our creations are results orientated. You get it? You don't just create something, then you feel, okay, why did I even create this particular item? I'm not getting any return on it. You can create a website, but if it's not giving you leads, it's not useful to you. It's just a waste of money. So that's the kind of work that we're doing.
That's great. I like how you said that you develop these apps, you develop these solutions, but not only that, there's a protection aspect to what you've then developed. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. What has happened is that, the COVID-19 outbreak, what it did was it caused a lot of organizations and individuals to value the power of being online, right? And, having an online presence and ensuring that they try to reach people through the internet. Now, the issue here is, in terms of protection, let's talk about protection. Why the need for cybersecurity?
During COVID, we saw that a lot of people were moving to using online resources. And of course, that's a good thing to be online and all the like. But what happens is that as we are getting online, we are generating a lot of data. Even those systems that we are working with, they're giving us data. So now we are left with a pool of data that is left bare. So that is an opportunity for other people to take profit of, because data is also a business for some people. I mean, look at all these big companies, Google and all the like. They use data to grow their businesses, because if they don't understand their users, then what's the point of you doing business? So that's currently what's happening in our country, is that we are generating a lot of data. So what happens is that a lot of people are vulnerable, from individuals to even the companies themselves. Some companies that are trying to opt for systems that are out there, and but we've seen with so many leaks that are happening that indeed there's a need to be protected. The people need to be protected against all those threats. So that's where Verbosec comes in. So that's where we work our magic. With our clients, that's where we work with them to make sure that we protect them against all the people who have ill intents against the data. So what we do is that we work with those clients based on what they need. We can work them on a part-time basis, or we can work them on a long-term basis, and we can always alert them and tell them, hey, you should be careful of that and that. You get it? That's the kind of assurance, security, and everything that a person needs. I need to focus on running my business.
Yes,
You see,
yes, and not worry about
and not
other
worry
things.
about someone is accessing my system and all the like. So that's where we come in. That's where we chip. That's where we are the people's shield.
Wow, I like that. You are the people's shield.
Yes.
No, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that we are live. Should you want to call in, please do so. There's a link in the comment section that you can click on, and then you can call in and speak to us. We are speaking to Mr. Randall Newman, who is the founder of Verbosec. And our conversation was now centered on the issue of cybersecurity. You know, we were speaking earlier about how is it the largest meat processing organization in the world had to pay ransom to hackers to the tune of some 6 or something million. But that highlights the importance of having cybersecurity. If a company that big faces such a risk and they actually had to pay and they paid the ransom, like, what do these hackers do? Like, talk to us about the hackers also. We want to understand them.
Well, the hackers, like I said, this is a business for them. So they look for vulnerabilities. They look for open wounds. That's what they're looking for. So imagine big budget. We are a country like this, like Botswana. One day we just wake up and hear, okay, there's a system that is important to government that is not working. That would shift the economy, our economy. That is why it's important for businesses, even for the government, to invest more into protecting systems and to making sure that they choose the right channels of communication. They choose the best people for the job. So it shows the importance of cybersecurity in this time, because even in South Africa, the banks were hacked. Facebook was hacked.
Wow.
The databases were published online.
Wow.
You get it?
Wow.
Even mine was published online for Facebook. But what happened is that because I'm a cybersecurity guy, my account was not accessed because pages were being hijacked. You get it? Implementing things like two-factor authentication and all the like, they really help. So that's something that people really need to take into consideration. Even in Verbosec, we have free apps that are available. Like our Authenticator app is on 20,000 downloads on the app stores. Yes, so you can just download it for free, then protect all your logins. If you're going to log in into Facebook, just go into Verbosec, then download the Authenticator app. Then you're able to protect all your systems. This app works with any system that's out there, any website, anything. It just generates a unique code that is needed when you log in, so that you are protected against anything.
Wow, and this is free.
This is free.
Wow, wow.
We don't
and
charge.
You did say 20,000 downloads.
Well, like I said, we have an amazing team.
Yes, wonderful.
All these apps, we just publish them with zero marketing, and they take off because they're good.
Yes.
Even the reviews are good. That's the kind of work that we're doing.
Wonderful. Two things that I highlighted from that were the importance of having a strong team, right, and also your product speaking for itself.
Yes.
You are the people's shield.
We are.
Wonderful. So tell us about yourself as an individual. Like, are there any community initiatives or any social responsibilities that you have in society and the like? Are you passionate about some causes?
You know, I'm very passionate. So this company was started in 2019, and even though we're just 2 years old, we have given so much back to the community.
Okay.
I remember weekends ago, I think it was around 3 weeks ago, there was a gentleman that approached me. Then that gentleman approached and said, hey, I've lost my job, I've lost everything. That really touched me, and I realized that, hey, we should really do something about it, because the economy has shifted. People can't afford most things. People have lost jobs. Even businesses are not making money. So what's a better way to give back to the community? Big Budget, we have an event that's coming up.
Okay.
We have an event. This event is focused on raising money for the people who need it. So far we are working, we're still securing the partners. So far we have Samsung, BCPI has also pledged their support into this initiative. So we are pushing for this event to happen so that we can take all those proceedings and give them to the people. Because during this tough time, we have to stay together. We have to hold hands. We have to be one family and
support each other.
Yes. So we can't stay and just watch our neighbors go to bed hungry. This event is called Techno Innovation Summit.
Techno Innovation Summit.
Yes, it's going to be physical. It's also going to be virtual. So which means that some people will be able to participate at this event by going to the specified venues. Some people will be able to watch it online, and it will be free. What people do is that they just chip in that money for the charities and all the like, so that we can give all those proceedings to those people. Okay. Yes.
All right. No, that's wonderful. I see you spend a lot of your time in front of the computer and the like, but tell me, are you a person who enjoys reading? And if so, what would you say has been a book that has impacted you or your business positively that you've read before?
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, Big Budget, for me, I don't really enjoy reading.
Okay, that's a first. Okay. I like the honesty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I learn more by watching things. Okay. Remember, I'm a hands-on guy.
Yes.
By experimenting, by watching other people do things, that's how I learn.
Yes.
But for the book, hey, I'm not good with titles.
No,
yeah,
it's all right.
yeah. But for me, I'm more into YouTube. I always watch YouTube channels. Even at home, we've disconnected our DSTV and we just wanted to you know what? Let's watch everything online because we are able to gain something out of it.
Absolutely.
You see, so and that's the strategy that I'm currently doing, and it's working for me.
Yes.
Yes.
No, definitely. And you know, channels like YouTube have a lot of positive content that people can use. So if you might be like Randall Newman and not be much of a reader, let's see if you can watch and gain some knowledge and insight from different platforms like YouTube and the like. So let us know, how can we contact you or Verbosec for your products and services?
Well, you just have to call us at our office at 311-0890, or you can just send us an email at hello@verbosec.com, or just visit our website verbosec.com, and then go to contact us, then just fill in what you need and all the like, then we'll give you a call back. Or just send us a message on Facebook at Verbosec, as VERBOSEC. Just send us a message, then we'll respond promptly.
All right, definitely. Can you repeat the number once again?
Yes, it's 311-0890.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. We've been speaking to Mr. Randall Newman, who is the founder of Verbosec. And we spoke about a lot of things such as cybersecurity, the importance for us to have authentication. You said it's an authentication app.
Yes.
Okay, where once again can it be downloaded?
People can download it on Apple Store. They can download it on Google Play, even Huawei App Gallery. They
and
can.
It's called
Authenticator, Verbosec Authenticator, or they can just go on those platforms, then just search Verbosec, then you see all the apps that we create to make sure that you're able to be safe and you're able to do your business in a good way and in a better way. Yeah.
So definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you are young people in business and you want a free way to keep your things secure, visit the Verbosec pages and also look for the Verbosec Authenticator app. That's what it is. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave, don't touch that dial. We will be right back. We're just going for a 2-minute break.
All my enemies will suffer my wrath, but those of my household will enjoy my embrace. I refuse to let my weakness get the best of me. Be more hard and less attack.
Right, so today's 2-minute tip. When you as young people are working on your marketing plans or marketing strategies, you might want to research something called the marketing mix. The marketing mix will give you 4 aspects that you can focus on to see how you can best structure your marketing strategy. And the first aspect of the marketing mix is the product. So for instance, you'll sit down with your team and you decide what are the products and services that we will be offering to the public. To the public. And then secondly is the price. You then decide on different pricing aspects so that you know exactly how much your consumers in the market are going to be paying for your services. Number 3, promotion. How are you going to advertise? What channels are you going to use to get word out there that your company exists and that you have these particular services and products? And lastly, the 4th P of the marketing mix is place. You're going to consider things like distribution channels. Who are you going to be passing your product to so that it reaches the end consumer? So as we work on our marketing strategies, let's consider the marketing mix and the 4 Ps: product, price, promotion, and place. It's been a wonderful show as always. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you to Mr. Randall Newman and Verbosec for being on the show. From me, Big Budget, and the team that makes it happen, Black Network, Moana Pictures, it's good night and God bless, and never forget that you were born for so much more.